Oh, it might be working. I think it's working now. I hope so. No audio was coming through before, but I think it is now. So, okay. I hope we're good, but hello everybody. Uh, I died. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I died. Um, and I know I said in the last stream that I was gonna stream the DMC5 collab, and I didn't because shit came up, and I just never came back. Oh god. Yeah, and for over a month, by the way, or actually 2 months, really, almost. That's kind of my fault, guys. I don't think I have any of my daily shit yet, because, like, I did it too late last night. Like, too close to the time of, like, daily refresh, so, like, I don't have any of my usual things, but that's okay. But I do have Bianca, and she's freaking beautiful. God, she looks so good with this, like, scene. It's perfect for her. And she's fully done, which I'm so happy about. But all of her stuff is done. And I got so lucky. And I got her 6-star weapon very, very early. I don't know how, but I did. And I'm, like, so happy about that because, like, that cut having to use, like, so much of my funds. But I'm broke now. Very much so. I do not know yet what I want to do because obviously we've got Veronica coming out in October. But, like, I'm on the fence right now because once she has a coding that's coming out, I'll go show what I'm talking about. Where's he at? Right here. He's got a coding that I really, really want, and it's this one, and it looks so freaking badass. And I want it so bad for him. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a paid coding. But until I know that for sure, I don't wanna, like, spend a bunch of black cards on Veronica, and then I had the opportunity to get this. I will never forgive myself. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm, like, gonna wait, I think, and see what happens, but I feel like it's gonna be a paid coding. I don't really know a lot about this coding yet. I feel like I probably could find out pretty quickly if I went and, like, took a look around on, like, PGR's Twitter or something, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe on their YouTube they might have posted something about it, but probably not, considering that I actually don't know when it's coming out. So, yeah, I don't know. But I freaking love this coding. And I want it for him, because he looks so cool. I love it so much. But, like I said, then you also have Veronica coming out, which she looks freaking so cool. But at the same time, I'm also hesitant because she's a physical amplifier. I mean, everybody knows that, like, the physical team is the hardest to invest in, especially if you're F2P, which is what I am. And I know this for a fact because I've tried investing in a physical team, and it's really difficult, to say the least, and my physical team is, like, extremely lacking compared to my other teams. And I'm not really quite sure why the physical team is that way, but it just kind of always has been. I don't really know why. I don't know. But like, oh god, where is she? I can't find. I definitely went over her, didn't I? I did. This Bianca Stigmata, she like, she's not that great, and I don't have her 6-star weapon, which she probably extremely needs. Yeah, she's lacking. And I don't really have much of a physical team. I mean, Virgil's built pretty well. I did good with him. I like got his 6-star weapon in like the first 10 pull, which was so extremely lucky. This is probably like the best luck I've had with any sort of physical character. He's probably like the best physical character that I have because my physical team just sucks ass. So yeah. But he's not half bad. And I don't even know who else I have on my physical team. I'm pretty sure I use this alpha. Because it's like literally or I use Lee Entropy, which neither of these two are really good anymore. They're like old characters. Like we're talking excuse me. We're talking like the beginning of PGR. This was like early characters that are like not anywhere near close to the meta at this point. I mean, are they powerful still when you build them right? Absolutely, but they're just not, they're not hacking it no more. That's just the bottom line. So to say the least, I just don't know what I want to do yet with Veronica. Actually, yeah, Discord is a physical. Yeah, we just got her, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do with her yet either, because I really don't care for my physical team. Like, I really just don't care. Because I know how difficult it is to build, and just... it's not FTP friendly, and so I just kind of, like, ignore it. I kind of deal with it. I kind of deal with having an ass physical team, because, like, what else do you do? Yeah. I mean, I'm on my senior year, so I'm gonna be getting a job soon. But the thing is it's like, do I really want to put any money into this game? Not really, because like I'm not huge on like cosmetic purchases or like not even cosmetic purchases, just like game purchases in general. I just feel like there's so many more better things I could spend my money on. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just don't know if I'll ever put money into this game. As much as I love it, I just don't think I ever will. But yeah, I just don't know what I want to do with Veronica yet. I don't have Selena, which Selena is like a big deal to have because she's like the best physical attacker right now. And I don't have her because of the same reason that I don't have like any other good physical like damage dealers, because like like I never got Vera, and I never got Hunying, and I never got Selena. I never got any of them. So yeah. So, I feel like the only reason at this point that I would get Veronica is because I think she's cool as fuck. But, like, otherwise, I really don't have a valid reason for getting her because I really just don't care about my physical team. So, if Wanshi's coding is paid, then I guess I might just be saving my BC till the next patch. I don't really know what's next patch, actually. I don't really remember. I don't even know if we even know what's next patch, because, like, are we caught up to the CN servers yet, or no? I don't even remember. Someone tell me. But yeah. Point is, I just don't know yet. I will think about it, but for now, she just is not on my, like, list of have to getting, but Bianca was, and so I definitely made sure to snag her. I actually just got her yesterday, because I didn't, like, quite have enough BC to get her, but I was able to make enough, yesterday and finally get her, so that was cool. And I built all of her last night, and she's doing pretty awesome, so I absolutely love her combat. Like, it's so good. And, like, her animations and her, like, everything are just so good. And the visual effects and just all that was so awesome. I really honestly loved it, so I'm very happy with her. I think they did a wonderful job with her frame. She looks so beautiful. Like, I don't even... It's hard to, like, put into words, I guess. She's just very pretty. But I was very happy to, like, put her on this background. I've been wanting this background for a long time, because I seen, another PGR YouTuber have this background. I'm like, bro, where the hell did you get that? Because I freaking loved it, and I finally got it. Because it was in the 3-day login rewards in this patch, so it's just so beautiful. But anyway, now that I've spent probably like 20 minutes talking about the same thing, let's like actually get into what I started streaming for. I feel like this is kind of compensation as well for missing the oh god, the DMC 5 collabs, like everything. I didn't make any content about the DMC 5 collab. It was good, like I played it, it was good. I mean, it was weird because like I was so hyped up for it until like it actually came out, and then like once I'd already like done most of it, it was kind of just like, I don't know, the hype just kind of went away. And it wasn't really like interesting. I don't know. So y'all are gonna hate me, but I'm like this far behind in the story. I've missed a lot. It's honestly kind of sad how much I missed, but I've also just been like kind of lazy to complete the story. And never really wanted to like do it. I don't know why. So this is just kind of a way for me to like get into it again. And I might start doing this more often, where I stream the story, because this is probably like the only way that's like actually gonna motivate me to complete this shit, because clearly I can't do it on my own time, because look at this shit. I mean, like, what? I'm so far behind. Chapter 15 of 36? That's like, oh my god, that's like, I can't even do the math right now, and I don't want to. Just like, point is, it's freaking ridiculous. So, yeah, I need to get my shit together because, bro, what is even going on in the story? I don't know. You couldn't, like, don't ask me, because I don't know. I literally don't know at all. I've missed all of this. And it's funny how I, like, have all of the characters from these stories and stuff, but, like, I have no idea of the story behind them, or like where they came from, or like, yeah, it's just kind of insane. And you know, I was so excited for Spiral of Kronos because like this was revolving more around Lee, and I was so motivated to do it, and then yeah, that went away really fast. Like when it actually came out in Global, like the motivation just like went away, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? You've been like looking forward to this chapter in specific for like ages, and then I just like never caught up. Yeah, it's a mess. I don't know. But let's just get into this shit. I'm procrastinating. Honestly, I guess I am gonna be reading it because I'm not just gonna sit in silence the whole chapter. I feel like that's just gonna be weird, so I'm just gonna read it, I guess. I swear to God, if like, oh God, I get awkward when I read, but you know, that's fine. After that first and last meeting, I thought there would be more opposition. Lester looks slightly surprised. The administrative director closes the metallic clasp of the suitcase and smiles at the research director. My hands would be on your neck if I was still the same person from when I first came here. Remember the first night you became the director? I dragged you out from your lab and hosted a dinner with the other directors. I asked you what you think of the base when we were eating. You said this place is like a brain constantly metabolizing. I did say that. It was a good metaphor. Does it matter what carbon dioxide and the sodium think when they're created from metabolism? I'm already screwing up. Lustrous does not hesitate. Not at all. The only thing that matters is the thought. That's why the nutrients go to your part of the brain. Do what you have to do. The administrative director nods at the others around the table. Don't worry, we'll do our job. Lustrous looks at the directors one by one. She lets out a barely visible smile. I'm glad to have you as my colleagues. It's an honor working with you all. The honor is mine. I look forward to Atlantis leading the next industrial revolution, but if I won't live long enough for that day to come, I'll die where it sits. She stands. I'll go first. Try to stay away as long as you can. We are sorry that you have to be the one who carries it all at the end. Lustra stands in front of the window of the observatory, looking out at the lifeless seaborne city. The more one thing has shown, the more forsaken it looks when it falls. Too long has passed. Everyone she knows has passed. Now, standing here alone, she looks like a wavering torch in a storm. And this last torch is about to go out. The weather is not great today. Dark clouds cover the sky, but the rain has yet to fall. Literal silver linings are peeking from between the clouds. She closes her eyes, trying to feel the warmth on her cheeks. So in the end, I still have that speck of weakness in me. Oh, brain, I despise you sometimes. Lester sighs softly. She has never shown any weakness in front of others because she was their flag. A flag is a symbol and a metaphor. A flag does not need to show humanity or have a heart. A flag just needs to be hung before an army during wars and planted on the enemy's castle after victory. As long as the flag does not fall, everyone else will charge toward the same destination. As long as it stands, everyone will march forward fearlessly for their dreams and beliefs. But now, everyone she was leading is gone. They have burnt their dignity and soul into cinders for their last act of humanity. And so, the flag becomes a human again. Try to stay away as long as I can. I'm afraid I can't keep that promise. The observatory used to be where they liked to stay the most. It sits at the top of Atlantis, and they could see the whole city from here. They could see the ocean, the sky, the stars. The observatory is empty now. She's the only one left, trying to see humanity's future. Les just walks to her chair and sits down. She has done her job. This is as far as she goes. She is tired. She will leave the rest of the work to those who come after. Les just turns around and takes one last look at the setting sun. Just one regret, she thinks. The day she set foot on East Island. Okay. She thought she would go to the edge of the universe one day. Who would have thought that, in the end, I'd go gentle into that good night? Her last whisper is carried away by the wind, disappearing with the last hint of sunlight. The moment you open the door to the observatory, you feel like you have just pressed the play button on a snapshot of the past. As the sea breeze rushes in, I cannot read, dude. Good lordy. As the sea breeze rushes in, the room begins to fog up. The woman you have seen in the videos is sitting quietly on a chair not far from you. Her body does not look rotten. It is dried thoroughly under the same clothes you have seen in the records, easily identifiable. A heavy sense of sadness suddenly brews and fills the room. Silently, Vera walks toward the woman and kneels down on one knee. And then she discovers something. The supply crate next to the body is filled with food. Vera's eyes widen. I'm not laughing. For a moment there, she can even picture the woman's last moment from what has been left behind in the room. Unlike the others, Lustrous was not starved to death. She chose to end her life. Realizing that, Vera laughs hysterically as if to cover another feeling deep inside. This is as far as she goes. Then what the hell is this? You tricky bastard. In the end, you couldn't take it. Well then, I'll seize it from you. Vera opens a pack of hardtacks and stuffs them in her mouth. Constructs do not need to eat. What she is doing is technically pointless. But Vera just starts stuffing the hardtacks into her mouth one after another like a ritual where she is picking up the baton, I think is how you say that. Don't ask me. A flag being passed from Lustrous to Vera. If you can't take it, I will. I will take your dreams, your future, your desires to live, your lost pain. I will take it all. She stands up, reaches inside Lustrous' coat, and takes out their legacy. She gives it to you. She nods. Stay here. I'm going spearfishing. Who knows how many things here are of use. I don't want Nicola nagging me for not trying to stop it from sinking. With that, she walks away resolutely. Oh boy. A fight. Yummy. Oh god. The sky opens up and rain pours down as if water from the whole world is converging here. Vera jumps onto the roof and finds the humanoid hybrid ascendant standing not far away. Lamia lifts her head slightly, looking at the sky, letting the rain hit her face. Despite not expecting her to listen, Vera still raises the banner spear in her hand and points it at Lamia. Lamia, excuse me, threatening her loudly. Hey, fish girl. That's crazy. I don't know what's your deal with this city, but you better disable the submergence command right this second, or this spear goes right through you. You hear me? Honestly, I can't lie. From what I have learned about Vera and the personality that I have seen with Vera, that is the least threatening thing that she has, like, ever said. That was, like, not even threatening, even for her, like... And that's surprising, because, like, I normally have mixed feelings about Vera. Okay. The mermaid ascendant turns her head toward Vera slowly. A strand of hair, wet from the rain, falls to the side with her movement, revealing her hollow-looking gaze. Vera is stunned. Vera knows that gaze intimately. Yeah. I don't know why I almost thought I read that wrong. The look of total desperation was once in her eyes as well. On that rainy day, after all her companions died, she also stood there, looking at the rainy sky, letting the rain hit her, hiding her tears in the rain. I'm not going to give it to anyone. Lamia draws her twin blade, the edges of the curved blades looking like the arcs of... See, this is why I don't do streams like this. Looking like the arcs of comets flying across the night sky. This is mine. Stop bothering this place. Sink. Sink. Lamia cries sorrowfully and charges at Vera with her blade held high. I'm not a voice actor. You're not gonna get, like, high quality anything out of me. I don't want to fight this girl. Oh, God. Like, I've had to fight her before in, like, other things, not in the story yet. Oh, God. I was not expecting her to do that. Kind of scared me. Girl, where are you going? Like, bro. I need more orbs first. Ah! Girl! Oh, this is abuse. Stop that. I don't even, like, own Vera's character, so, like, I don't know how to play her well. Oh my god. Lamia, this is not very nice. I have freaking nails. Like, I did my nails. So, like, it's really hard to play with long nails. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, Lamia, please. Oh girl, I didn't even see you. Where did you come from? Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's like, oh, the audio is so weird. Because it's like you're underwater. Oh, that's trippy. Turbulent? Bruh. Where'd she go? Oh my god. Lamia, please stop trying to diddle me. Oh my god. Please. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Please, Lamia. We're gonna be here a while. Okay, I like the water effect sound though, like I cannot dodge for the life of me. Bro, please, Lamia. Okay, I get it, girl. You're pissed. We understand. Oh, shit. She moved unexpectedly and I couldn't. Okay, girlfriend. Okay, girlfriend. Girlfriend. Okay. Please, can I breathe? Like, oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine. Like, bro, I'm not even trying at this point. Like, oh my god. I just want her dead. Please. Give me a break here. Thank you. Like, I know I'm ass right now. The twin blade and the banner spear clash with each other, creating an ear-piercing ring. The air seems to be humming as well. Invisible ripples extend outward in the rain every time the blades meet. Taking advantage of a gap in Lamia's defense, Vera's spear strikes at Lamia, piercing a raindrop that is about to hit the butt. Excuse me, why do I have to burp in the middle of that? What the fuck? That is about to hit the butterfly in her chest before the spearhead connects. A large wave hits them from the side. It obstructs Vera's aim, and the spear only grazes Lamia's arm. Still, Vera's force is strong enough to leave behind a gaping wound, revealing the metal bones underneath Lamia's artificial skin. Lamia cries with pain. She backs away with a hand covering the wound, her eyes filled with anger and fear. She cannot defeat the construct before her. She's in her element, surrounded by the turbulent ocean, and yet she still cannot defeat the red-haired woman. There is something this red-headed woman has that Lamia does not. Lamia once saw the same kind of spark from someone else, but that someone was long lost within the Seaborn City. Vera shakes off the water on the flag before readjusting her stance and charges at Lamia again. It's impossible. Impossible. Stay away. I'm not gonna make all those sounds, cause no thanks. Lamia looks like she has seen a ghost, scared yet in awe. She keeps backing up. Another wave hits the platform, as if she is trying to escape. Lamia turns away from where the spear is coming from and jumps into the wave. Ooh, yippee. More rewards. The city is about to sink, and this is when the storm stops. You look out and the city is gone. The horizon reverts to a flat plain, the top of the 6 spires now tiny dots, barely noticeable. Even the tallest main city is fully submerged, save for the roof of the observatory. The wind howls and the waves rumble. With one hand on her banner spear, Vera half kneels, half sits on the floor. She was going to overpower Lamia and subdue her, whatever it took to drag her back to the control panel so she could force her to disable the submergence command. But Lamia still ran away in the end. All Vera feels now is tiredness and frustration. How strange she was willing to go this far, she thinks to herself, and characteristically, she does not have an answer immediately. This is very unlike her. She's not been this apprehensive for a long time. She has protected her target and retrieved the objective. She did not need to spend the extra effort in this place, and yet, what is done is done. She is too proud to need an explanation for her actions. A conqueror does not justify herself. Everything is instinctual. Suddenly, the loud whirring sounds of engines appears in the distant sky. Struggling, Vera looks up and finds a tiny black dot approaching, a transport craft, but not one of Corono's. It is a Babylonia transport craft with the logo of Grey Raven on its wings. That is so damn late. No, not too late. Another quake from beneath her feet. Just like the first time when the city started sinking, this one is also earth-shattering. Oh, cutscene! Bet! Now I can take a water break. That's really cool. Before Vera can react, before she can even register what is happening, the city begins to rise at a high speed, covered in water. It basks in the reflection of the sun. For a second, it no longer is a graveyard. The ocean is cleansed of its malady. Underneath the sun now stands the lighthouse of human civilization from eons past. Vera closes her eyes. She recalls a way to measure time she once heard. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. If you compress the period of time into 12 months, then the history of humankind begins on the last night of the year. On that last night, which is 3.5 million years ago, the first hominin stood up, and instead of looking at the earth, they looked to the stars. It takes 60 seconds from humans understanding seasons by observing the stars to the first astronaut planting his flag on the moon. And humankind's current obstacle, the punishing virus, is but a blip in the grand scheme of things. Showered in sunlight, Vera walks up, her eyes open wide, looking directly at the sun. She can almost see the woman's figure against the glare of the sun. She reaches out a hand. She can almost touch it. The world is second in the future. Like the astronaut on Apollo 11, planting his flag on the moon, Vera plants her banner spear by her side. Ugh. It is an act of ancient primal instinct, claiming her territory. When their first ship entered orbit, they declared Earth theirs. When their flag was planted on the moon, they declared the moon theirs. Humans will not stop conquering. Centuries after humans conquered the moon, those from Babylonia, they have conquered Earth again. Another one? One more thing. This is just my view and some guesses. I didn't want to leave it in this recording at first. But a good educated guess is no less valuable than a clear conclusion. Unfortunately, I don't have time to prove its validity, so I'll leave it to you, seekers of tomorrow. Maybe this will help your work. I've been thinking about the logic behind the punishing virus appearance. I doubt the zero-point energy itself could create the virus. There are no laws of physics that support this emergence. There is a logic to every species and their place in the natural order. Sheep keep the amount of grass in check. Predators keep the number of sheep in check. What about the punishing virus? What role does it play in this order? As far as we can tell, the zero-point energy is a crucial condition for the punishing virus' existence. But personally, I prefer the theory that zero-point energy opened a pathway instead of creating the virus. The zero-point reactor is a product of extremely complicated advanced physics and mathematics. On the other hand, the more advanced the technology is, the more susceptible it is to the punishing virus. That is to say, a primitive civilization wouldn't have a chance to encounter it. The punishing virus wouldn't have crawled out of a furnace or a steam engine. Even if they did encounter it, as long as there was no electricity or digital devices, the punishing virus wouldn't have made a dent. The logical conclusion is obvious. The punishing virus targets highly advanced civilizations. It grows in a civilization like a parasite to keep it in check, and if the civilization is too sick to heal, it dies. That's right, an old cliché, the great filter of civilizations. I don't have any proof, obviously. I haven't observed any other civilizations that were hit by the punishing virus. Our only sample is humankind. But maybe you'll have the chance to go further, so jot down the guess in your note. So jot down this guess in your notes. I'll be very happy if it inspires you somehow. Shadows fall, the night is long, but the dawn will come. Go see the dawn for us. Finally. Finally. If everything we've done was wrong, then I think our only mistake is our own weakness. Living things reproduce. Civilizations expand. Since a monkey climbed that down the tree 2 million years ago, humankind has been climbing up the food chain. We climbed with our hands and teeth at first. Then it was fire and spears. Steam engines, combustion engines, generators, computers. We were on top of the Earth's food chain, so we started reaching for the stars. We take skin and flesh from animals, and we take resources from nature. We take energy from the sun, the wind, the tides. We take and we take, our hunger boundless, just to feed our civilization. To go further, we built Babylonia. But traveling across galaxies requires a power source greater than everything that has kick-started an industrial revolution in the past. So we tried to surpass the sun and control zero-point energy. It might seem that everything is destroyed now because of it, but we will not bemoan our involvement. We only regret that we have not completely conquered it. This will be my last journal entry. To the seekers of tomorrow. March on. Do not look back. Do not stop. Do not regret. March on. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage. Rage against the dying of the light. The last journal of Lestris. Honestly, that's a pretty good last journal. Alright, time for Hidden Story. Yippee. I actually don't know how long this stream will be. I mean, I don't know, probably another like 40 minutes, I would say, is fine. Because I've got animals to take care of, and I can't go out too late. I can't go out when it's dark, so, yeah. We'll see how much we can get done in then. A huge explosion has caused the entire sea to tremble. It sends out a large circle of rapidly expanding waves, with Atlantis as the center. The monitoring system has quickly located the source of the explosion. It comes from an undersea level where the zero-point reactor is located. The logistics department is already cleaning up the reactor site. There is debris everywhere, but no signs of burning near the reactor. This is not surprising, considering that a zero-point reactor does not rely on the primitive combustion reaction to release its energy. Lestris immediately arrives at the scene. She seems to be totally untouched by the disaster and begins asking questions. How's the situation? The disaster prevention system was activated in the first moment to cut off the power supply and isolate the radioactive beams. All facilities and personnel above the reactor remain unharmed. Ugh. How many casualties? 2 deaths, 1 seriously injured, 15 lightly injured. The medical department has taken over the injuries. Get the robotics department here to investigate, and upgrade the disaster prevention equipment. Who is in charge of the experiment? It's Lebia, from the research department. Remove her from the position, then send her back to land to the next supply ship. Is there a problem? She's the seriously injured one, and I'm afraid she won't last long. Would you like to see her, ma'am? Lestris closes her eyes. I have no interest in fools, but she doesn't deserve to die of stupidity. Make sure the medical department does all they can. The comms terminal suddenly lights up. Hello? Yes, newborn here. Why is there a pregnant staff on the island? Labia was supposed to return to land with the last supply ship, but she couldn't leave her ongoing research until their due date was close. As far as I can recall, you approved her stay. Tell me where the baby is. I need water. 1 second. The light in the corridor of the medical department is extremely pale and bright. It seems even the shadows have faded a bit. The ward is divided by a green curtain. On the bed in front of Lestris lies a small, curled-up infant. Another bed is barely visible behind the curtain with a lifeless figure lying on top of it. Lestris frowns. What is this, a monkey? Where's Labia's child? Ma'am, this is her child. It's a girl. I'm not familiar with physiology. Is this what a normal baby should look like? No, the lower half of her body was crushed in the accident, possibly due to the explosion. We gave her basic first aid treatment, but how can we cure her? I'm afraid we can't, ma'am. We did everything we could to save a premature newborn from death. Honestly, I think it is a miracle that she is still alive. Lester lifts her eyes to glance at Labia's body under the green cloth. She frowns. Is it a common thing that the mother has died but the baby is still alive? It happened a lot in the old days. Back then, women could possibly die from excessive bleeding during obstructed labor, but modern medical science can save almost all the mothers nowadays. What's with this child, then? It was pretty incredible. Labia had a contraction on the brink of death. She was almost passing out, but she seemed to be determined to have the baby born, and she sort of succeeded. Well, it was us who took the baby out of her broken abdomen eventually. Is this a result of the so-called maternal bond? I don't know, but I remember a story I once read. A pregnant woman had her head cut off in a car accident, but her body managed to give birth to a healthy baby on the spot. When are the supply ships arriving? Send her back to the land with the next shipment. I'm afraid we can't do it anytime soon. The submerged day is just around the corner. Lester frowns again. Just keep her for now. Would you like to give her a name? Whatever, just give her a code. Don't waste my time with such trivial matters. Names are but an identifier. Lester lets out a sigh after a long time, as if she's making a compromise. Her mother's name is Labia. Let's just call her Lamia, then. Oh. Oh, hello. Did you just pick a random character of mine? Oh, it did. I mean, okay, that works. Lamia once heard someone say, infants never keep their memories. The hippocampus and I'm not even gonna try to say that. Of the brain, which are essential for long-term memory, are still not fully developed during the infant stage. The memory links to various areas of the brain are constantly changing. Over time, such links are disconnected and memories will be lost. But the dust and memories start to come back as she runs her fingers across the cold steel walls and goes deeper into the city. It all started from a blazing white light. I remember this place. Lamia looks at the tiny room in front and squats down. There are coffee cups scattered everywhere. A corner of the medical department office has been separated by simple cardboard fences. The ground is covered by foam and plastic airbags that were originally used to wrap expensive devices. A tiny crippled figure is crawling inside the fence with 2 hands. There are no toys in the base, so the medical staff threw some cables, coffee cups, and writing boards for her to play. Why is she still here? We were too busy when the last supply ship arrived, plus we never put things that are alive on a regular asset registration. Are you going to send her back to the land through the cargo channel? Whatever, forget it. Lester squats down to look at the crawling infant. She's so ugly, like a monkey. Can we get her to stand up? Bro, that is so crazy to say. Yes, we can give her prosthetic lower limbs, but... Lamia crawls to a pile of messy network cables and happily wraps it around her arm like a kitten playing with a ball of yarn. But what? Her body is too young to take them. Then wait until she's older. Is there a risk? Every surgery has its risks, not to mention she's only a kid. How certain are you? I'll do my best. Tell me your plan. I'll make a fresh incision after anesthesia to expose the cross-section of her lower limbs. Then I will close the blood vessels, strip the nerve endings, and connect the nerve endings to the electrodes of her prosthetic legs one by one. Finally, I will stitch up the wound and clean the excess tissue. Why the sudden obsession with medical science? Are you concerned about this child? Maybe, but mainly because this is a field I've never tapped into before. It's my personal interest. The operation isn't too difficult. You will be amazed by the Science Council's latest human modification technology. Oh, really? You can tell me about it next time. Start your operation now. I will observe the entire process from outside. Oh boy. As they say, infants never keep their memories. Switch to Legate with the main console in the hall area. Terminal on the highway is operating. What would you like to do? Yeah. Yeah. Let's look around. From these things? Can I go through here? Oh, okay, so I literally just have to run around like crazy. Okay. I'm a bit slow, guys. Bruh. So none of these robots know anything. I think that they're a little stupid. Okay. A small room. Coffee cups scattered around. Ah, cool. There's still more? Wait, what's on the tables? Oh, never mind. Does this have it? No. Oh, must be like a... What? Where else do I go then? I'm confused. Where else do I go? Like, because there's nothing else. Oh. Alright. We just gotta keep running around back and forth. Did I already interact with this one? I don't think so. Maybe I did. I don't know. Like, it wants me to go look for more? Bro. Like, what else do I look for? I already, like, checked all these. Like, I don't know what to do because I already looked. Okay. How many times do I have to do this? This is insane. Alright. Okay. Back to the other room again. Man, back and forth and back and forth, and I am so sick and tired of this. Please, man. I want to be done with this, man. Oh, thank you. Finally. How's that monkey lately? Her name is Lamia, ma'am. She's doing well. The staff on the island all like her. Like her? Are you kidding me? I'm not. Everybody likes her. She's an interesting kid. You can go take a look just to kill some time. I have no time to kill, and you shouldn't have any either. But I am getting a little curious since even you are making such a comment. In a corner of the medical department. When Lustrous finds Lamia, this little human is made a tottering tower using the coffee cups others gave her. Leaning on the cardboard fence, Lustrous takes away the few cups at the top. The tower wobbles a bit and then becomes balanced again. Lamia raises her head and frowns at Lustrous. Lustrous hands the cups back to her. Little Lamia gladly takes them back and smiles. Lustrous writes a few points down in her notebook. Taking the coffee cup away, negative emotion. Giving the coffee cup back, positive emotion. Extremely low emotional threshold. Emotional shifts can be triggered by tiny stimulations. The emotional logic of human infants differs significantly from that of adults. Interesting. Does this... I'm so confused. Like, was this girl not not a child at one point? I'm confused. Anyways, ma'am, you haven't been here for a long time. Is that so? Lamia couldn't talk the last time you were here. Now she can say some basic words. Lustrous looks at Lamia. I'm Lustrous. Lamia stops playing with the coffee cups and looks at her without a clue. I am Lustrous. Lamia seems to have understood. She points to herself and utters with an incoherent voice. I, Lamia. What about him? Uncle. What's this? Cup. And this place? Lamia shakes her head blankly. Atlantis. Atlamus. Atlantis. Shatlandis. Oh my gosh. Lester shakes her head and makes a few notes. Hearing normal. Vocal cord normal. Language development slow. Lester lets out a sigh. What a foolish young human. She's a child. She doesn't understand. In a room of the medical department. It used to be a ward, but has been transformed into Lamia's personal room with the medical director's special approval. The desk is made from a pharmacy table, while the infusion chair has been modified into a working chair. Both of them are still too tall for Lamia, as her mechanical legs are unable to touch the ground when she sits on the chair. A few lines of simple equations are written on the paper. This time, the data director has come to check on Lamia. Greetings, sir. She takes a bow, trying to mimic the action of other staff. Hello. The data director responds half-heartedly, then looks at Lustrous. She does look stupid. Dumb like a monkey. Guys, why are you so mean to her? Good, we have the same conclusion. She's so adorable! How could they say that? What? I heard she was learning mathematics recently. How's her progress? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Fine, I'll test her myself. The following definition is constructed. Addition is an operation which combines two or more numbers into a single number. Define multiplication in the same manner. Intimidated, Lamia looks at the man in front. She awkwardly twists her fingers into the hem of her dress. I don't understand. Alright, next question. There are some chickens and rabbits in a barn. You know there are 35 head or legs. How many chickens and how many rabbits are there? Sorry, the question is too difficult. I don't know. The data director turns to Lustrous. She lowers the IQ of the whole Atlantis. I have never witnessed such a foolish creature. Lustrous doesn't realize, but her lips have curled under the mask. I'm glad that we have reached the same conclusion again. She writes down another 2 bullet points. Comprehension, poor. Reflex, slow. Guys, she's a child. She's not gonna understand a very complex question at whatever age she might be right now. Oh lord, that's funny. Alright, we have about another 15-ish minutes. Lustrous always returns to her room on time after a day of work. The rooms in the base are designed like a beehive. Looking up from the corridor, Lustrous sees 2 cliffs full of shiny blocks, like frost flowers on giant glass. Every block is either a lab or a research room. Many people in white lab coats walk on the corridors, looking no different from worker bees without wings. Tens of thousands of drones hum around them, taking care of everything in the base under the management of the logistics department. They flow through the corridors, vents, and electric cables to perform cleaning and maintenance so the researchers can focus on the zero-point reactor. The blinking signals of servers in the server room form a brilliant sea. The tall server cabinets look like solemn monuments, taking the people working among Making the people working among them look like dust. The researchers only care about their studies. No matter where Lustrous goes, she can only hear discussions about physics and mathematics. The bases overflow with a language formed by perimeters, variables, and equations. But now there is a small variable. Right, that foolish young human. With a poker face, Lustrous walks up to the girl wandering in front of her door. There we go. What are you doing? I need water. 1 second. Alright, we're good. What are you doing? Oops, ma'am. Who allows you to come over here? No one. Did I make you angry? Not yet. Are you looking for me? Yes. Speak. You have a minute. Huh? Speak what? Why did you come here, and why were you looking for me? You have 50 seconds left. The uncles at the medical department said you were the most powerful and smartest person in the base. The first description is true. The second, maybe. You have 40 seconds left. So I wanted to ask you a question, because they didn't want to answer me. Ask. 35 seconds. But I am scared. Will it make people upset? That's why everybody didn't want to tell me. It's not up to you to decide other people's reaction to your question. 28 seconds. 20. What is a mother? Ma'am? Did I make you angry? No, but I was a bit upset at the medical department people. Why? The uncles over there are all very nice. Please don't blame them. It's not up to you to decide. I was upset because they tried to cover up a trivial matter, which made me have to explain to you in person. Come in. You have so many books here. It's different from all the places I have seen. It's none of your business. Come here. Lustrous turns on the computer and opens the file of Libya. This is your mother. She gave birth to you. What is give birth? To humans, it's a process in which sperms and an egg cell merge in a mother's uterus. Okay. And develop into a fetus, which is eventually delivered by the mother. I don't understand, ma'am. To put it simple, she made you. Like how the uncles in the robotics department made machines? Something like that. Look here. Can you see? Status deceased. She's dead. When did she die? The day you were born. Did she die because of me? No, she died because of her own stupidity. Is my mom a stupid person? Bro, girl, okay. Most times not, but one stupid mistake is all it takes to fail in Atlantis. I feel very sad. Lustrous isn't touched. I can't help you. I feel terrible. I'm going back to the medical department. The uncles there will give me medicine. No medicine can help you. My mom, where is she now? Do you mean her body? We buried her in the sea. Is this her photo? Can I print a copy of it? No. Why? It's classified information. Please, ma'am, can I just have one photo? No. What's with that hateful look? I usually only reject every question once. Today I did it twice to you. You should thank me instead. I hate you, Lustrous. Oh, okay. The little girl runs out of the door, but her mechanical feet slip on the floor. She falls down, but immediately gets up again, disappearing in the other side of the corridor. Lustrous hears her cry across the long corridor. She lets out a sigh, then closes Labia's file and shuts her eyes. I mean, she could have just given her the damn photo. It ain't that hard. Come on, girl. Lamia remembers everything. How she was born and grew up. All the time she spent in this city and the sea. Excuse me, I am sorry. Everyone looked and laughed at her as if she was a monkey. Lamia always thinks she's too foolish for Atlantis, an unneeded presence. From then on, Lamia becomes constrained and introverted, fearing that her actions would annoy anyone. That sounds familiar. That woman named Lustrous in particular. She never showed her a good face. Lamia vaguely remembers that the Cold War between her and Lustrous lasted a long time, until an inevitable event took place. She still remembers that day when the entire Atlantis was shaken by the screeching alarm. It is said that a virus named Punishing has swept the entire world during the submergence of Atlantis. Lamia was a cute baby. I don't know why anybody was, like, saying anything bad about that. No, I don't want to do this again. Oh my god. Uh-oh. I don't know if I got that or not. Oh, I have to redo it now. Okay. Uh-oh. I missed it again! There we go. Hopefully this will go much quicker this time. I literally like don't care if it's the wrong one or not. I'm gonna fight regardless. It's really not that big of a deal because my characters are super overpowered for this section of the story, so researchers have lined up the corridor outside the canteen. The queue is incredibly long. Lamia cannot see its end. A researcher seems to have remembered something. He exchanges a few words with the colleagues nearby and leaves. He leaves the gap behind, but it is almost consumed by the moving queue. Lamia looks around. No one seems to have noticed her tiny existence. She immediately cuts inside before the gap disappears. Another tall researcher behind her finally notices her. He gives an exhausted look. Excuse me. Lamia is not sure whether it is because of work or her. You're the girl raised by the medical department. Didn't they teach you the rules? Lamia cowers. Of course she knows the rules. Colder than the seawater, but harder than ice. Lamia shrinks into her shoulders, trying to make herself look weak. She opens her eyes wide to give an innocent look. It doesn't always work, in fact. It never worked. The books in the library mention that humans have an emotion named sympathy, but it is an extremely rare sight in here. Lamia anxiously stares at the researcher's eyes. The white light reflected on his glasses sends an inorganic chill up her spine. Ugh. He finally looks up again without talking. It isn't out of sympathy. He has simply lost the interest for further interaction. Great. Lamia feels relieved. The queue continues to move slowly forward. She finally arrives at the white table after a long time. There was always lots of food here for everyone to take. The canteen used to be very noisy. But right now, the atmosphere feels dense and heavy. A row of logistics staff sit behind the table, each of them holding a writing board in their hands. Behind them is another line of fully armed security guards from the admin department, keeping the order. The logistics staff hasn't even looked at Lamia. He only stares at the roster in his hand. Name? Lamia? He is still not looking up. Lamia. His fingers run down the roster and finally comes to a stop. Calorie intake is limited to 1,164 kcals per day. These are your rations for today. He puts 2 biscuit bars on the table. Next. Lamia gulps down some nervous saliva and tries to gather courage. There's nothing wrong with trying. A failure can be tolerated. Excuse me. Is there a problem? Can I get another biscuit? I'm really hungry. No, rations have been strictly calculated based on age, height, weight, and daily activity level. This is all you have. A security guard takes one step forward. To them, children are treated as adults without any special privileges. We only take queries about the expiry date or nutrition values. If you have other concerns, make a complaint to the admin department. There are lots of people waiting behind. Leave. Lamia carefully wraps the biscuits in her handkerchief and leaves the canteen. The base immediately starts to limit the food supply after the punishing outbreak. In the beginning, the basket containing rations was placed on top of the table. The cans and biscuits were stacked like mountains. Over time, the basket was moved next to the feet of logistics staff. Lamia had to stretch her neck to see it. She can no longer see it now. The rations are probably hidden under the table. What will happen in the future? The book says that people will die from hunger if they have nothing to eat. When many people die from hunger at once, it's called a famine. Will there be a famine in the base? Am I going to die from hunger? Lamia thinks. She's never seen the outside world. The book also says the world outside Atlantis is much bigger. The sea has its end, which people call land. Compared with land, Atlantis is only a grain of dust. There are many, many Atlantis on land with many, many people living inside. The horizon is twisty on land because there are these things called mountains over there. The plants she sees in the greenhouse grow together in large patches on land. They are called forest. Unlike Atlantis, they don't have stacks of rules on land. Over there, a warm hug and comfort will be given to every weeping child. Lamia curls in bed and falls asleep. Sigma. I'm never saying that again. Alright. It is already time for me to be done. At least for today. I am probably going to be doing more of these streams, like I said earlier, because in all honesty, this is going to be really helpful for me to start catching up with the story again. And I really need to do that. So, yeah, I'll definitely start doing more streams like this, and I will definitely leave this one up on the channel for later, for anyone that couldn't make it. I don't even think anyone was here. But that's alright. And yeah, I will do more of these another time, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next live stream or video, whichever one it may be. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, bye bye.